Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to another episode of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We probably are still in the middle of tutorializing, so let's just continue and see where we go from there.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
Okay, so we got kind of a previously on The Witcher recap. That's real cool. So I don't even have to really recap. I kind of do have to recap. We had a griffin that killed his horse, and we're talking to this merchant.
Greetings.
Let's see what we can say. Well, I can't say anything.
Greetings.
Anything besides greetings.
Greetings.
Alright, we've already talked to him. Let's mount our horse, and we were headed towards while holding A without steering, the horse will go that way. Which is kind of nice.
So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Alright, so you're nearing a village. Don't disturb the peace. Remember, town guards and hired watchmen won't tolerate theft, and also won't look kindly on you accosting others. Local residents often erect notice boards near the settlements, such as villages and cities. They are marked like that icon on your map. Examine them to learn about contracts and work for witchers and local happenings. I may have to turn off the tutorial.
Go!
May the sun
After a
shine
while.
upon you.
Hold B to dismount.
Freak.
Oops. Sorry. Oops, don't. Okay, it's one thing when the guy walks into you, but when the horse has been trained to walk into the guy, you know he's messing up. Is this chicken named, or is it just saying goose? It just says goose. That is a goose, not a chicken. That's a very ugly chicken you've got there, ladies. Is this a chicken nest over here? This is the episode where Rydo proves he's never seen animals before in his life.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy around here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
I'm looking for a woman. Dialogue in shops. Options marked with that icon will open the shop panel. Okay, well, you know, I have to say, I don't like this whole snap-in tutorial stuff it's doing. The first critique of this game, I don't like it. I like pop-ups that just overlay everything else, so I know I have to hit A to continue, and because I'm looking at the thing in the middle of the screen. Because I'm getting into these dialogue things and I'm hitting up and down, thinking I can talk to the person like I normally would be able to. But the tutorial is over on the left and I haven't looked at that yet. Alright, so show me what you got.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
Shops buy and sell items using the shop panel. Press A to make a purchase. Press B to close the shop panel. Not too hard. There's equipment, there's usable items, we have a torch, we have a roasted chicken leg, we have Yennefer's letter, and we have Tawny Owl. Okay. No alchemy, no quest items, no others. What do they have to sell? A decoy Gwent card. Gwent, I believe, is a card game that we might get to play today. How much gold do I have? Do I have 250? So it would cost me 20 for that. 50 for the catapult Gwent card. 20 for the blue stripes Gwent card. Blue stripes commando. And 20 for that. And then foul test is 50. So in all stupidity, I'm gonna just buy all these. I'm getting into Gwent, I'm getting into it hard. By the way, I have another series that I do called Hearthstone, which is a collectible card game online, and I play it a lot. Probably more than I even would enjoy if I want doing it for YouTube. We have some Dwarven spirits, some Makaman spirits, and some Red Null herbal for alchemy. All those are used in alchemy. Are any of these spirits actually alcohol to just drink? We haven't gotten to the alchemy part. Water. Water cost 42 coin just for water? Interesting. Cow's milk, 13. Why is water so expensive and cow's milk so cheap? An apple is 5. Baked apple is 5. Maybe it gives you several of them. I am seeing numbers next to it, so 2 baked apples, maybe 5, or 10 regular apples. Baked potato, bread, cheese, chicken leg. Let's see, 6 chicken legs is 21, where a whole chicken, which would be 4 chicken legs, is 63. I think you're getting a deal on chicken legs. Chicken eggs are 5 for, looks like 10. Grapes, plums, homemade pepper vodka, and potatoes. So there is an actual alcohol there. And then we'll exit the shop. So we want to be on the main story path. We're looking for Yennefer.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Alright, dialogue conversations. Dialogue marked with that icon will end the conversation. Okay. So, obviously, thanks for everything. Pretty busy place.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
So, The Witcher 2 heavily revolved around the war that they are now in. Basically, you were heavily involved in what started this war. It wasn't like you intentionally started it. You were a pawn in someone else's plan. So ask if there's a contract for the Griffin.
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
So that's all we can
Thanks
discuss for
for
them.
everything. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Here, Black One's been out measuring the
You got a
fields.
new Gwent card. If you want to examine it, go to the game menu and
Drommel, you're dumber
go
than a
to the
headless
Gwent
cockerel.
panel.
Why are they marking out them lines?
Alright, let's see. Where would that be? Inventory. You can now use things. Other. Nope. 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 Where is the Gwent panel deck? I'm not seeing it. Is this the menu they were talking about? Swords. Products. Saddle. We can put saddles and things and trophies. World map. Quests. Characters. Looks like I can get some points and start upgrading my character. And meditation. Alright, so let's go to the other menu. It is in the other menu, the back menu of all things. Gwent deck. Welcome to your Gwent deck builder. Gwent players use their own customized deck. Use the panel to manage your deck. Okay. You can build one deck for each of the 4 factions: Nilfgaard, Northern Realms, Monsters, and Scoia'tael. Use left bump and right bump to switch between factions. Each faction features a number of unique cards and that encourage a different style of play. This is really ridiculous. I'm about to play a game inside of a game for YouTube. Each faction has a faction pack. Nilfgaard wins any round that ends in a draw. Faction perk. Northern Realms grants an extra card after each victorious round. Scotail decides who takes the first turn of battle, and monsters keep a random unit card on the battlefield after each round. Each deck has one leader. Press X to see the leader available for the currently viewed faction. Leader cards, we have Foltest, King of Tamriel. It is natural and beautiful that a man should love his sister. Okay, creepy! Pick an impenetrable fog card from your deck and play it instantly. Is his leader ability. Leader cards, press A to choose the highlighted leader card. Each leader has a unique ability. Use it to turn the tide of battle in your favor. Leader cards that you do not own or lock, they will be available for you once you acquire them. Your collection. All the cards you own which can be used with this faction are shown here. So Catapult, the Crinfield Reavers, the Blue Stripes Commando, the Yorpen Zigra, the Redman Foot Soldier, and the Decoy. I think I bought all of those. And cards currently in the factions deck appear here. Biting Frost, Impenetrable Fog, Torrential Rain, Clear Weather, Death Mold, and Trebuchet. I don't believe I bought any of those. A deck must consist of at least 22 cards. I'm not seeing 22 cards there, but maybe I didn't scroll down. It can also contain up to 10 special cards. You can include more than 22 cards in your deck, but remember that doing so decreases your chances of drawing your most powerful cards. Your deck is currently 2 unit cards short, indicated by the red numbers. You must move 2 unit cards from your collection left side to your faction's current deck right side. Alright. Let's see. Add card, add card. Exiting deck builder. You can now exit deck builder by pressing B. When in the deck builder before a match, press Y to begin playing, or B to quit and forfeit the match. Okay. So we didn't really look at this whole thing. It looks like we've got all kinds of cards. In The Witcher 1, there was cards you would get after you made love to the ladies that were more burlesque. So far so good. I think we haven't seen anything burlesque here. And that is the Northern Realms. We have nothing for the Scotail. Scotail are about the elves. Nothing for the monsters. And nothing for the Nilfgaardian Empire. Which means we could only play as the Northern Realms right now. Let's see if we can go convince somebody to play.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Options marked with the triangle will make use of the Axis sign. The sign influences people's mind, causing them to act according to your will. To charm more stubborn individuals who would resist during a conversation. Invest in the delusion ability in the channel character panel. Okay. So, just want to talk. Probably not going to work. Let's use the sign.
Rydo, woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Boy, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Alright, so I got 25 experience for that. That's cool. So we know Yennefer was here. I like the shop interface with all those little things. This is locked. That's good to know. Fire hazards everywhere. that in the shop interface, it sold us all the consumables versus us coming and picking up like all this bread and all this cheese like you might have done in Skyrim. I like that in Skyrim, but it gets a little ridiculous that you were just wandering around picking up so much stuff.
For what? Factions,
Ooh,
teams,
cat.
suits, similar to clubs and spades,
What can I
except
do
each
with
suit
cat?
has its own face cards.
The
There
internet
are also
loves
special
cats.
cards.
Wouldn't you rather play
Apparently
war?
you can't do anything with
It's
them.
like to be near dawn before you get your gaming
Can't
and
pet
noggin.
the cat? Can't say hello to the cat? Can I target the cat? Nope, can't target the cat. Might be able to climb up here. See what's going on. Let's see. Nope. Apparently can't climb that ladder. This is pretty cool, this flower design. Some animator spent some effort on that. So let's talk to these guys and see if we can play some Gwent.
What a waste of time! The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not! Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman in war. Horsewoman, what do you mean?
Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Why are you here?
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Write about the war, what it's really like. Go back to your books while you still can. Ooh, do I want to keep this guy alive? Or potentially suggest that he might change times by writing what war is really like?
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
War made it to Novigrad yet?
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other. Drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Alright.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Alright. Dialogue, Gwent. Options marked with that icon will begin a game of Gwent. I wonder if we're gonna make it out of this inn by the end of this episode.
Why not?
Splendid! Here's how it's done.
Welcome to Gwent. Gwent is an ancient dwarven card game that simulates the clash of two armies in battle. The players are generals and the cards are their forces. You will go first. You begin, you draw 10 cards. They will be in your hand for the rest of the match. You will not draw any more cards, so choose wisely. Oh, wow. Unit strength cards. This is a unit card. The number in the upper left corner indicates that strength, when placed on the battlefield, the value is added to the total strength of the player who placed it. The unit's combat icon, the icon indicates the row on which the battlefield where the card can be played. So there will be close combat, range combat, and siege combat. So close, in the middle, and far away. Interesting. And then unit card special ability. Some unit cards have special ability. This is Cadwin Siege Expert special ability is called Moral Boost, which grants +1 strength to all units in the same row. Interesting. Weather cards are a type of special card. They reduce the strength of all cards of a given type on the battlefield, including your own. Interesting. So it seems like Frost reduces the close range, wind, or whatever that is, reduces mid-range, and rain reduces far range. At the start of the game, you can select up to 2 cards to discard and redraw, but let's skip that for now and go straight to playing. Round start. Battlefield. Here's the battlefield. This is your side. This is your opponent's side. Okay, I can figure that one out. During each turn, a player may place 1 card on the battlefield or pass. Interesting. Leaders. Each deck has a leader. The leader grants you a special ability which can be used only once during the battle. Trigger the special ability at any point by pressing X. Playing cards. Press A to select a card in your hand. Press A again to place it on the battlefield. My turn. What is the special ability here? So, right trigger I can see is zoom. So you tap it. Its leader ability is pick an impenetrable card from your deck and play it immediately. Okay. So I'll right trigger to unzoom. What would I want to do? This is a really strong card. Do we start with our strongest, or do we start with our weakest? Or do we start somewhere in the middle? Let's start somewhere in the middle. And she can only be placed in the middle area. So apply. Total strength. The number on your left by your icon shows your current total strength of your units. The number on the right shows the total strength for that row. Both values are updated when a card is played. At the end of the round, the player with the highest total strength wins. Interesting. I've never played a card game quite like this. This is very strange. During your turn, you can pass by holding down Y. Once you pass, you cannot play any more cards during that round. Your opponent can continue playing cards until he or she passes as well. You should pass when you are confident you can win with the units you already have in play, or to let your opponent win and save your cards for the next round. Okay. End of round. The round ends once both players have passed. The players then compare their total strength of their units to determine the winner. All cards on the battlefield are discarded and both players reset. Total strength is reset to 0. So what's the opponent gonna do? This is a little complicated. Alright, so that balances out. Let's put one here on the close. So he puts a 2 on the close. Now let's see if I was remembering right. This one would balance out. So let's see. Shouldn't I just be playing the strongest cards then, if we're gonna get rid of our cards and draw new ones? Alright. We are balanced again. Let's see. I have 10 versus their 8, so let's play this. I think you only get one weather, so let's go ahead and play that. I don't see why this wouldn't just go towards the end, because we're just trying to continuously update. Let's see. I'll play this 4 instead of this 5. Okay, they have decided to pass. I have no reason to not pass. I'm winning. So let's pass. Hold down Y. Life gems. A player loses a round, also loses a life gem. The game is over once the player has lost both life gems. So there's only 2 rounds. This isn't a super long game. It's kind of complicated, kind of strange. Northern Realm faction ability has been triggered. So I don't know what the fog ability is. So I have one guy that I can put on all of them. And rain, I believe, is this. So I'm gonna summon this guy first. I'm going to beat this guy this way. And then I'm going to play this one this way. So that doesn't really change anything. Let's go ahead and use the leader card. Pick an impenetrable card and play it instantly. Okay. Wow, you can play 3 different things, can't you? I don't see any reason why I would want to play Torrential Rain since it's already being played. So we'll just pass. And we won. Why did we win? I guess he ran out of cards before me. So 4 card games, it sounds like that first 10 that you drew were the only 10 you were going to play, and that pretty much determines whether you win or not. There's no shame in passing and letting your opponent win a round. Sometimes it's better to save your cards for later. Also, each deck also features its own heroes. Heroes have high value cards immune to the effects of special cards. These powerful cards can turn the tide of battle. Acquire more powerful cards by completing completing certain quests or purchasing them for vendors. So that is Gwent. Nice.
Well, you've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
There was this game called Fable. I think it was Fable 2 actually. That had a game, a demo called Fable 2 Pub Games that was really, really awesome. And you could play these pub games and earn gold before they released the actual game of Fable 2. And I really enjoyed that because it was like 3 very unique, pretty fun gambling-ish games for in-game gold. And it gave you something to do before the game was released. If they had done that with Gwent, I would have played Gwent for probably a month earlier than this. As it is here, we will play it on occasion, but I'm not going to do a lot of it because you're here to watch me play with The Witcher 3, not to watch me play The Witcher 3 playing Gwent. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
I got a drink. Cool. How do you know Yen?
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
So Dandelion makes ballads about what you do in your game and sings it across the land. Where's
You seen
Yennefer?
Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Of course it's about love.
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Well, it's a little irritating that they didn't let me exhaust the dialogue choices there. I really did want to ask him some more questions instead of having him walk off. But whatever.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Three against one, my you're brave. I won't stay long. We made it out of the inn. I'm surprised we did that in this episode. Let's see. I could use this and tell them to back off, but I think I can only use it pretty much on one guy, and so I think it's going to end up in a fight either way. Maybe magic's not always the answer. Let's say 3.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
Well, I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Bad idea.
We won't draw a sword, we'll just do a little bit of fisticuffs. Oh, 2 on 1. We'll just give them bloody noses. We don't want to kill them or anything. That would be cruel. Anybody gonna come back and yell at me for doing that? No. Could do the Witcher senses. Ooh.
Looking for trouble?
Hello, lady. Game saves. Your game state will be automatically saved when you reach certain milestones in the story. Still, you should save your progress early and often on your own. The world is full of predators, bloodthirsty beasts, and bandits full of countless danger.
Yes?
Now, if you don't have anything to really say to the people, I guess it doesn't.
Oh!
It just makes small conversation. So we are to ask the Nilfgaardians about Yennefer, which means we're gonna go
Freak.
that way.
Will you raise a glass with me? It's Durban now. D-E-R-V-A-N, not Goidemar. What?
We could
What do
sit
you
here
mean?
and listen to people
I know
have
what they
their own
named you at your
conversations.
What kind of name is that anyway? Durban.
Where's our horse?
My gran was from Nazaire.
Oh, so that's how it is. Then by my leave, Master Durban.
Here we go, Roach.
Godson guide you far away from my land.
And getting on our horse
Giddy
is
up.
probably the best time. Well, here's a guy
Run,
over
Roach.
here. Oh, it's the notice board.
Slower.
So let's read that. Wanted honeycombs. Will pay top coin. Large quantities welcome. Tamara the herbalist. Nice. So we could get honeycombs.
Damn deer, stick the bark off the trees again.
Notice boards. Geralt has learned from experience to keep a close eye on the surroundings as he travels, for he never knows when he'll run into something or something of interest. Damsel in distress. All kinds of things. Look at all those icons. Let's see.
What'd you say? Who taught you that?
Outdoor relief. The Imperial Garrison hereby announces that every week the village poor may come by to collect local food. Collect food rations. Rations will only be distributed to supplicants able to document proof of their poverty. Cheats will be punished like any other thieves and to the full extent of the law. A deserter is wanted. Death to invaders. Contract deal by devil by the well. Brother missing the new order. So apparently we can take them. Let's take it. Why not? We wanted deserter. Last night a soldier fled from the army camp under the cover of darkness. The wanted man, a recruit who recently volunteered to join His Imperial Majesty's service, goes by the name of Aldrin. He claimed to be Cadwini by birth, but he said King's House of Misrule has convinced him to join on. A modest stature, Let's see. Fled in undergarments by squeezing through the latrine drainage system, and probably does reeks like an old boy. Can easily be recognized by his voice, which is a telltale rasp of a hardened alcohol. Alright. Death to Hark, Fairfellows of the North, Yearning, Nilfgaardian. Let's swear our fathers to do this. Reading is not my forte in games, so I'm just gonna hopefully take all these and hope that that just puts points of interest on the map. There's much of interest found in the world, dense forest and fog-clad swamps. Whenever you pursue a notice board, question marks appear on the minimap to indicate potentially interesting places. Seek them out and learn the secrets they hold. So we've got a new quest. Contract Devil by the Way. New quest, missing in action.
But Chetty's my best mate.
Can we get to the world map? No, not with the back button. With the start button. World map. There we go. So this is the world map. To jump to your current objectives, press L. To scroll the map, use L. Your current objective is marked like this. Available quests are marked like that. So we have a fruit here, some stuff I can pick up, a bridge, which is a thing of interest. We can zoom out more, and so we've got lots and lots of points of interest. Oh, and we've got at least 3 lands, so lots of points of interest that we're going to want to run around and just take our time with this. We're not going to run straight through the story. We've got a long way to go from this notice board to the next part of the story. So it is only proper, I think, that we go to the undiscovered location. Place custom marker. What happens when I hit A? Nothing. There we go. So we'll put a custom marker there and make it to that point. Then I think we're gonna end this episode.
I see you with him again, and you'll
I bet if you hit start, you can get right out of that map instead of hitting the B button 3 times. We have some lilac, which we can pick up. We'll just take it all. Well, that was a fruit. Oops. Come on, gather ingredients, take it all. So hit A, then Y. Gather ingredients, take it all. There we go.
My pride, Hellraiser.
What the fuck am I to do? Hey!
Let's see, is that a honeybee? Honeycomb? No, it doesn't look like it. And some more of those chicken roosts.
Havoc on my gut.
If you actually don't know what those are pigeon nests for carrier pigeons, I assume. So we've seen some more things we could collect. Lots of things we can collect. I think we'll probably find that until we actually need things, it's not really worth it to spend the effort. Apparently we can't get these sunflowers. But as we walk instead of ride this horse, I'm not sure if we actually rode the horse, if we would find that. We'll just call the horse. He just came out of the middle of nowhere, but okay.
Move it!
He may be a magic horse. We'll see if we discover more things we can collect as we walk. Yes. So either riding, and this horse will stay on this little path, and as we go down the path we are finding more and more things. Are all of those possible ingredients. Veers to the left, the horse, apparently.
Faster.
And we don't have to stay on the road. Points of interest. Even more points of interest we've found.
Run, Roach.
Good folk! Murder!
Come on.
What is that? A monster? It's a wolf. We'll kill the wolf on the horseback. Oh, the horse got afraid. So apparently my horse is not very well for battle. A couple wild dogs. Maybe he will become better for battle later. No grotesque skinning scene. Okay, that's nice. Here's a human arm for your grotesqueness. But looks like this area is infected by... It's an abandoned site. We want to put our sword away. Well, I actually ate something there, but I want to put this sword away and pull out the silver sword. Because that is a monster, and if we use the wrong sword, it's not going to be very
What now,
effective.
you piece of filth?
We'll clear out this site so that humans might move back into it and possibly even reward them. Now it's saying all kinds of text down here in the lower right, which is, I don't know what it's saying or trying to say there. So there we go. A cutscene. Not much of a cutscene, but we got 90 XP.
If I ever have a son, I'll
We've
name
got
him
new
Gareth.
people everywhere. And some dead bodies sitting around here that we can loot. If we can find them. Should be right here. Yet I don't see it. Should be right here. Maybe it fell to the ground, or it's just not lootable. Kid playing in the water. Oh, the good old days.
Where'd you come from?
And so if I talk to this kid,
Somebody nicked me dolly.
figuring out whether there's an actual conversation you can have or not is weird.
Your eyes.
Nothing left but the
Map doesn't seem to be quite perfectly accurate. Oh, the kid's playing with it. Oh, he's right next to it. There we go.
Nothing left but to pray. Beg evil spares.
So we have the merchant here we can talk to, which is nice.
Greetings.
And we just have the standard show me your
Wouldn't
wares.
mind a look at your stock.
And all I really want is Gwent stuff. I guess we could sell things too. We'll have to figure out if we have any of that stuff, but suppose you can. You can just click here and sell if we wanted to. Make some money that way. I think most of our money is going to, however, be bought, earned through killing monsters. I need to eat some more food. Let's eat up and look at the world map now. So we have a new sawmill place that we liberated, not even really that intentionally. And then here's a quest that's available, so we could go back that way and get it. But I think what we'll want to do is work our way towards that area next time as we make our way towards the lilac and gooseberries thing. All kinds of subquests we want to do. We want to get our level up. We're almost to level 2, if you can see in the top right corner. 741 experience of the 1,000 needed for a level 2. And we've got lots of stuff we can pick up. We only have 7 pounds of 60 pounds we can carry. And with more junk, we can sell more junk. And that will help us get more money. Maybe we'll get into alchemy next time, maybe we won't. I could also meditate in between episodes and restore my health that way, but I'm not going to particularly bother to do that. I think we have enough food right now that I can just hunt and kill. Just keep on eating things and get my vitality back.
These are your kitty cats.
So that was kind of a waste to eat that. There's obviously a time system here. It says it's 7:38 in the time and clear. And now it says it's 7:41, so it's not a 1-to-1 minute clock. Anyways, that's gonna be this episode. It's been a weird episode. We haven't really gone very progressive. We've just played some Gwent, talked to some people, punched some people out, collected some flowers, and killed some monsters. And we'll do some of those things next episode. As always, I ask that you like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me, click on my name Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. If you want a friend or follow me on practically any social media, all those links are down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.